Hello everybody, my name's Llama Joe and welcome to my channel. Okay, so we're back playing the letter. And some spoops are about to happen because it's I don't know, it's just getting a little spoopy. Hearing weird whispers in my ears, it's really uncomfortable and creepy. I also adjusted the light just a little bit because I noticed when it was completely dark in the latest episode, just like the top of my head, so I lifted up just a little bit. I'm still trying to make sure there's not a bunch of light that's covering. So, all right, let's get into this. When we reach the parlor, however, an odd feeling washes over me. It starts off as small goosebumps on my skin, a feeling of being watched intently. Ugh. Whispers in my ear and shadows dancing, lurking in the corner of my vision. Dark silhouettes that are gone when I turn to look. Chill settles down my spine, making me feel sick, and I start to break out in a cold sweat. Nope. Help me. Oh, I just heard help me. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the group have been requesting for a break anyway. If I can just...
Excuse me, everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor.
Cool.
In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
I let them sit while I retreat to a quiet corner. What is she saying? It's not what you think. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. I probably just caught Becca's cold. Don't think about it. I'm left alone for a good while, the same words spilling on my lips in a silent prayer. Until a hand taps my shoulder.
Hello, you there?
Oh, getting all scared for nothing, Isabella, but I'd be too. Oh, she seems to... this woman seems lovely.
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Oh.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker! Anyway, Isabel, right?
Isabella.
Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right?
Please, just Hannah. Call me Hannah.
Hannah!
I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
My brain completely stops. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see...
She flustered.
But we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion.
Rich people don't care, fam. They like, this be my house now. Let me buy it.
A sale would be great and all, but...
She stops me from speaking any further and puts a hand on my shoulder. For a moment, with her tight smile, she looks as if she has tasted a particularly sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem.
That's what I imagined the face. Because she said like a lemon.
And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
Yeah, I mean I like cats, but still.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hannah. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Yeah, but you don't get what she's saying, though. I can tell. She wants to start a family. Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats? More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person.
I mean, most people are.
But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon.
To old douche McGee?
And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves.
I'm a douche. God, I don't like...
What would the people think, darling?
I don't like this guy. It's just something. He's just a dick. What would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
Yeah. I try not to wince when her nails dig into my shoulder. Oh, damn. Okay, someone's aggressive. I can't help but send an imploring look at Miss McCall, who only gives me an apologetic smile and a shrug. I'm only going to say her last name like that now.
Yeah. I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
She wastes no time in taking the papers from my hand and shuffles through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her do that.
Wonderful.
Okay, my only thing is, why is there the boob animation jiggle? I mean, the turning, like, that's cool, but why the boob animation jiggle? Like, why is that a thing?
And Marianne,
Like, see?
I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
Yeah, they're big boobs, but they're not jello. It's not like every time you move, they're just like... I mean, I don't know. I don't have boobs, so maybe I'm just naive and a fool, but last time I checked, I have 2 older sisters. That when they walk around, it's not... It doesn't undulate.
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
God, it's gonna bother me.
Isabella.
Yeah, get my name right. Fam?
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
You're doing this on purpose.
It's Isabella.
And she's getting salty. I don't know.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and... What's this?
Oh no! A look of confusion and disgust appears on her face. Turning to her husband, he merely shrugs in reply. Okay. So, I'm assuming that's the letter, because it looks a lot different. And I remember it saying send to 5 people. So, that's already 3 people that have seen it now. But, like, does she not deal with the curse once she sends it to 5 people? So does it mean she doesn't die now or something? I don't know. Ugh. Ooh.
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though.
She looks horrified.
I'm sorry.
I don't blame her.
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. Looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month. You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled. But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, Mom. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
It's my turn to be puzzled. What do they mean? Rose and I double-checked everything. Are the papers I handed not enough? I want to ask what I did wrong. I don't want to mess this up. But with the way Hannah is leading the conversation, I'm afraid that's exactly what will happen if I do interrupt her.
That's good to hear.
I mean, she seems perfectly fine to me.
See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
God, this guy's a dick. A smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
Oh, okay. I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter in my hands. The sides crinkle in my grip, and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
I didn't even notice when Rose's group joined us in the parlor. I want nothing more than to say that, no, I'm not alright. I want to leave this place, because I remember everything as clear as day. This letter and those blood-soaked limbs in the attic. It's real.
The letter. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I didn't know.
That face, though. Careless. I've been so careless. I don't even tell them that without looking like I've gone mad. Should I even tell them? Ooh, show letter Rose, don't show letter Rose. Oh, God. Okay, that's a tough choice. Something tells me, though... I've got a feeling Rose is going to see that letter one way or the other. And it said show to 5 people or else. So maybe with the letter, like, if I don't show her the letter intentionally, she dies or something. So, already 3 people have seen the letter. So I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to show the letter to Rose. Oof. I blurted out before I could think twice about what I'm going to say. I probably ruined our relationship, though. I'm not seeing one for Rose, and that bothers me. Did I just kill her? Is she dead now? I blurted out before I can think twice about what I'm going to say.
Rose, we need to get out of here. This place is cursed.
Rose casts a nervous glance at the people in the room. Most are still engaged in a conversation with their peers, but those curious enough to turn their heads in our group's directions have been given her trademark saleswoman smile. A tight expression is on her face when she pulls me aside.
Isabella, we've already had a conversation about this weeks ago. Those are just stories.
I mean, not really.
And I'm telling you that it's not. I saw something in there. It's not human at all. I thought it was just nothing, but isn't this letter proof enough?
She gently reaches out to pluck the paper off my hand. Without even taking a glance at it, she folds it back neatly. Oh!
Look, I'm really getting worried about you. I know you want to see this open house through, but your condition is more important. Give me a few minutes to wrap things up here, and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital.
No! You don't understand! There isn't a condition, Rose. No concussion at all. I'm fine.
Ooh, she's making a scene. I think I might have picked the wrong choice.
But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it.
Oh, I think I fucked up. I think I made a bad choice. Before Rose could open her mouth for a retort, a hand lands on both our shoulders, pulling the two of us a distance closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
Nothing, sir. I just had to clarify a few things with my colleague.
Well, it certainly seems intense. A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion.
A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion.
Especially
Darling little Lily here. Oh god, he bothers me. He gives my shoulder a gentle squeeze, while an inscrutable smile spreads across his face.
It's Isabella, sir.
Of course. But my point still stands. And with 2 beautiful ladies here, I'm sure.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Busted, bitch. Although I think, seriously, I'm about to start a riot in here. Like, what it... The pressure on my shoulder lifts as soon as those words leave his wife's lips. While the scowl on her face is like a splash of cold water on me. Whoa! Oh, man, I made a bad choice. I fucked up. It is also impossible to miss the displeased frown I missed my face. The realization that we might lose the sale because of my outburst instantly dawns on me. I mean, do you really want to sell this house to him knowing that's cursed? Like, I don't know, that feels kind of like irresponsible to me. Rose will be beyond pissed.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make a quick exit. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've caused trouble, and Rose can be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face, because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler. Eyes softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips. Okay, maybe I didn't make as bad choice after all.
Hey, I'm not angry.
Well, that's good.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day.
True.
And, look.
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands. A small gesture to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of folded paper. She gotta look at it now? It's that stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless, more as an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can. But yeah, that'd be my first thing. Like, why would you take the letter with you? But I have this nagging feeling that one way or another it'll find its way back to me, regardless of what I do about it. I guess it might make sense. Like, maybe she didn't pick up the letter when she was in the room, and then she got those papers and stuff from the car, and then that's how it got slipped in, you know, so, yeah. I guess that's a good point.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this.
Whew. Okay.
I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold
Fancy.
plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery. But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
Yeah, I get it. My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel.
Yeah?
But after this, I really think you should take a break.
Rose is just looking out for you, Isabella. No reason to get butthurt.
You're kicking me
Okay,
out.
okay. This is an overreaction. Calm down.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, she's being pretty fucking reasonable right now, so calm down.
Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time
She's
not
just
worrying.
being
when you're
a
full over
bro.
it.
Being a good fam to you.
The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She clasps her hands together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand. To some extent. That doesn't mean I'll feel any less awful. Whether at myself, at the unlucky turn the situation has taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
See, she's being cool.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
Someone's butthurt, and she doesn't need to be.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
Means newbie. Lols. At the memory, we both burst into helpless giggles, earning us strange looks from the guests milling about the door. What are you doing milling about? Get back. So you got a tour going on. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happen. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
Ha, got him.
It's not that bad.
Savage.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, alright? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who'll fetch you, okay?
Okay. She's gone before I could voice one word of complaint. Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderlies, gathered some ways across from me, is occupied in a friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. A little argument here, an occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help? Speaking of, I should call Ash. It's a few hours early from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter, personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way it works, a free ride is still a free ride. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple of minutes and a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and...
Shit! Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
Oh, this is cringy.
Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy.
Pretty fly for an Asian guy.
Ash from Deluxe City.
What?
Shit, how loud is this thing even?
Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy.
A sharp ringing fills the entire hall, disrupting the pleasant quiet that has settled. Soon enough, heads begin to turn in search of the source, mine included. My eyes dart around the small crowd before zeroing in on a lone figure, crouched behind the same group of old people checking out the decor as moments ago. He is facing away from me, fumbling with something in his hands. But I don't need his face to know whose back it is. Oh, I'd recognize that dumb parka anywhere. Without bothering to end the call, I march towards him. After what happened today, I'm really not in the mood to deal with this.
Of all the times to...
Ashton Frey!
I mean, Ashton seems like a cool enough dude. What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for not having recorded.
Ah!
No! Okay, that was funny. He jumps, lets out an undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping out from his grip. It bounces from one hand to the other in his poor attempt to catch it, before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. I kind of feel sorry for the phone. And the floor. But it's not every day that you catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward pause passes between us. A blink. A cough. He makes a face. And then, in a too quick motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up his neck and cheeks. In another universe where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'd find that adorable. Endearing, even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxiously calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, Scaredy Cat.
It still has him labeled as Ashhole.
Like a normal person, you know.
Yeah.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
Got him.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly, checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches seems to be a mere interesting activity than explaining himself. A more interesting, sorry, I thought it read mere.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
a mansion.
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious, I follow his gaze, but before I can figure out what has caught his attention, he places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. In my confused look, he drops the hand resting on my arm like he has touched something particularly hot and casually rubs the back of his neck. Aw, someone's got them feels.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it.
Savage.
And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
You label... Okay, I mean, I guess these rich people are considered normal.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said...
He called you out on your bluff, fam.
Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown on my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on Earth I'll ever think about telling it to, if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he's helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural? He'll never believe those, even if he hears it from a friend, except maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun at you every single chance he'll get. Ashhole. What did I ever do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things would go down the moment I spill a word of what I saw. Nope. Over my dead body. That actually might be plausible. Before it catches his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
You know what? Actually, I think it's a good time to stop it right here. So, getting a little change of scenery, and I think it's been pretty close to 30 minutes. I don't want to have a timer going, because right now I don't have any timers that, like, won't make a bunch of noise. And so I'm afraid. So, if you'll see me looking down, I'm looking at my watch to be like, okay, I started around this time. I should be finishing around this time. And as it gets closer to that time, I'm like, okay, cool. I should wrap things up. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying this because I've been actually really enjoying this so far. It's been a great story. The voice acting's been great. Hasn't been super creepy yet. There's been a few creepy moments where I've been really uncomfortable, but something tells me that's going to change. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, feel free, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. And on that note, I'm Llama Joe, and I'll catch you guys later.